done between 3 and this set of parentheses.
Upon entering a classroom in any given Pasco County school, you may realize that things seem a bit cramped. This feeling may come from the school board's violation of the Florida Class Size Reduction Amendment, a state amendment passed in 2002 that limits the amount of students in a core high school classroom to 25. We caught up with a couple students and faculty members at Fivay High School in Hudson, Florida, to hear what they had to say about this violation.
I think the hardest thing that class size has an effect on the student is it's a little bit easier for our students to get distracted in bigger classes. It's harder for the teacher to give as much one-on-one attention to each student, to make sure that they're all on track. By the time you've got 40 to 50 kids in a class, by the time you get to that 50th kid, the first person you checked on is already back to being distracted and off track again. So it's a little bit easier for a student that chooses to be off track and not be participating on a daily basis to fall into the gaps and not get recognized as easily or as quickly.
I mean, when there's so many students in a class, and I mean, there's students talking, there's students not doing their work, there's some students that are working on top of him trying to teach, it does make it a little bit harder, because when you really do want to learn and you want to ask him a question, he's too busy telling the student to be quiet or telling the student to get back to work. While I'm sitting here struggling with math, there's other students that don't really care, don't really want to do their work. Instead, they're getting the attention that low-key the people that need it deserve. So, yeah.
As a teacher, the biggest thing that having additional students in a classroom changes is the amount of grading that goes along with the course. Doing a lot of additional grading, and a lot of our time and energy is spent doing things that are on top of just keeping kids on track. We need to find a way as a society to refocus our energy and our finances on education so that we can stop this cycle before it becomes out of hand. The more we allow class sizes to grow, it's easier for us to lose track of the kids that need the most help. And at the end of the day, the more kids we lose track of, that's more kids that aren't going to graduate and are going to not be able to go on and go to college. So if we want to reach everybody and we want to educate everybody equally and fairly, we need to make sure that we have the opportunities for teachers to get them caught up on things that they may or may not be behind on. And we can't do that with class sizes that approach 40 to 50 students in one period.